Hi, I'm Arvind. Today we are going to demonstrate execution of our mini project with my teammates Yugender Rao and Shashi Kumar. First, we need to open CMD prompt. Before entering the command, we need to open exam and start the Apache and MySQL servers. We need to give command which will provide a link to our login page. Here is our login page. You can see there are in login details like username and password and service provider and register. We need to register in user client by providing email address and mobile number. Here we can, by clicking on service provider, we get the service provider login details. We need to enter login details of in service provider. Here we get the users, remote users. Here in service provider, we can watch data sets and test results like model type and accuracy. Here is a ratio type of an fraud and non-fraud, which you'll see in our execution, like whether it will be fraud or no fraud execution. In, in service provider, we can also download and read data sets. Here is an Excel sheet of remote users data sets and their transactions and billing address, and then and at last their financial type, whether it may be fraud or not fraud. And user can check his transaction is fraud or not fraud. To know that, we need to log in by user details, and we can check his financial transaction type. On we can view profile, we can see all the login details and user details of an user. To predict the financial transaction type, you need to enter the details of an transaction like email address, phone number, customer address, billing address, transaction. By giving the total details, after giving the total details, we need to click on predict, which will predict our transaction type, whether it may be fraud or not fraud. Here we can see got fraud. We'll check on another example. Here see we got no fraud, which will only detect whether the transaction is accurately sent or not, which will provide by giving an output fraud or not fraud. Thank you.